This thing is amazing. The best barbecue flavor I've ever made. Yes, you have to feed it. This is not a pellet grill, so don't think it is set and forget it takes work. But well worth the work. Highly recommend. Love it. For nearly a year now, works like clockwork. I have pretty much done everything from smoked fish, meats to turkey and wings, and I gotta say this smoker produces the best smoked goods ever. I have elbow-length gloves for when I am cleaning it just to be safe. But the quality of meat is superb. I've lusted after this smoker since reading about it in the Modernist Cuisine cookbook. And, as a butcher and food author, I had worked it into the plans for some professional projects. Delays abound. But I recently pulled the trigger and have been blessed by it since. So far I've used it for several projects: large hams, small hams, bacons of every kind, pig heads, boneless beef chuck ribs, mutton ribs, pork ribs, and more. It's beautifully designed and built, all by the same man, who I may add, stands behind his product, proudly as he should. I've communicated with him frequently about tips and tricks. One thing to consider is, you need wood chunks, not chips that come in bags. And it can use a considerable amount of wood, but the more I use it, the more efficient my wood consumption becomes. The control of smoke source, under or over, is a fantastic feature. All in all, I don't think I could ask for much more in a smoker, and at this price, with free shipping, it's a steal. In fact, the packaging of the product is a marvel in its own right. Do your research. This unit requires feeding the brick-size feeder about every 30 minutes. My only complaint, and I shared this with the owner, is that the smoker sits too low. Thinking about using a kitchen wire rack on wheels to raise it off the floor. I have smoked dozens of pork loins on an old Brinkmann, and this firebox was much easier to control. I have attached a photo showing my first attempt. It certainly speaks for itself. Excellent product. After a fair bit of research, I went with this for 3 reasons. 1. Wood burning. 2. I didn't like the taste of the film my bullet pellet, charcoal, smoker left, and 3. It's a creative solution. The inverted flame is the real deal, very well made. The accuracy of the sheet metal bends is impressive. Good thick, heavy-duty stainless used. Excellent packaging for shipping. Bill was quick to respond to email and a pleasure to work with. I had a bit of an odd request to get this shipped to Canada, and he worked with me to get it delivered. Others have covered most of it, so let's get right to what everyone wants to know, the results. The images below. 1. Ribs for 3 hours at 250, then finished for 15 minutes on a hot gas grill, just my preference. Meat wasn't quite clean off the bone, but they were super juicy and the meat pulled off well if you like a little more pull. Another cook went for 5 hours with a 1/4 of an inch pull back and completely clean pull off the bone. Both were moist with a good amount of smoke. No water pan, spritzed every 30 minutes. No wrapping. 2. Boston butt for 12 hours, spritzed every 30 minutes, again no water pan. No wrapping when on the smoker. Wrapped for the last 4 hours in the oven until 195 F and let it sit for 2 more hours. Click link in description for more reviews.